What's up, everyone? You know who it is. I am coming at you today. Just going to tell you about a solar panel, solar power idea that you can use for camping or general survival. When the power goes out, let's see, if you're homeless, um, off the grid, uh, any type of situation where you want to use solar panel is an awesome idea because then you don't have to use like the power of the car or the power of the house or whatever else you might be reliant on. So this solar panel system here is actually based off a power bank. That's what I got first, was the power bank to base my system off of. So this is where I started. All right. Now I wanted a power bank with power delivery, and this one happens to have 45 watt power delivery input and output. And that's going to end up being really important for us. So I'm going to go ahead and go back down on the model number there. The X6PD or better. They do make, I think, one or two better than this one. This one, like I say, accepts 45 watts power delivery and puts out 45 watt power delivery. I did see a new one that they make. It is small, might even be smaller in size, and about the same 30,000 mAh capacity. Now that one had 60 watt power delivery input and output. So that one is the next best one to this one. And what we want here, guys, is power delivery at 45 watts. What is it? It's a Note 1 Plus Samsung that I'm recording this on. Either way, it accepts 45 watt power delivery. And that's the main purpose of me building this system, is for me to recharge my phone. So I guess I really started with my phone. It accepts a 45 watt power delivery charge, which is extremely quick, and charges it to like 100% from zero in like 45 minutes or something. It's just crazy. So this is the 30,000 mAh power bank for like a cell phone. And that's really what I based my charging needs off of here from this system. And since my phone has 45 watt power delivery and this has 45 watt power delivery input and output, then I started considering a solar panel. And I wanted a 100 watt solar panel because it has enough surface area to pick up 100 watts in like the best case scenario. So if you went with like a 60 watt solar panel, you would get 60 watts in the best case scenario, but the best case scenario is almost impossible. So at 60 watts, you might be getting 20 to 40 watts, on average. So I wanted kind of a bigger one. So I got 100 watt, which means on average, without any smog, without any clouds or dust, then this 100 watt solar panel might be able to pick up, let's say, 40 to 80 watts potentially, because of the surface area involved here. This solar panel is a little bit bigger than a 60 watt or 80 watt solar panel. And when you're talking about sun rays, you're talking about surface area. You want to capture as much surface area as you can. And after you capture as much surface area as you can, then it's up to the efficiency of the particular solar panels in here. So surface area definitely matters at the end of the day. So what we have here is this 100 watt. I picked up off Amazon. It was $120. There seems to be two different types of foldable solar panels out there for camping uses, kind of, when you're out there searching. One is like this, which is meant to charge a Jackery, and it's also a Jackery type of system, any type of, Jackery-like system. That's why all these plugins are all sorts of types of Jackery battery types of systems. But this little guy is meant to charge things like cell phones and everything else USB. We've got a huge selection of USB devices that we can charge with this type of solar panel system. And I'm talking about this box here, really. Now, the other type of system out there is a foldable solar panel that looks almost identical to this, but instead of this box here, it has a solar panel controller. And that's the second type of foldable solar panel that you're going to find readily available out there to purchase. And that one is meant to charge your car's battery, all right? Which is an awesome idea. They're just two different things. Now, solar panel controllers usually have a USB or two, and that's awesome. But I've never found a solar panel controller that can charge anything at more than 2.4 amps per USB. And they usually have two USB outputs. And 2.4 amps, guys, is really slow. So this one here charges with power delivery out of the USB-C, that's why it says PD, at 45 watts. So if my 100 watt solar panel is maybe picking up 60 watts on a cloudy day, then I can use 45 of those watts out of the USB-C power delivery, which is really cool. And then we hook up our USB-C cord here, and then the solar panel immediately starts charging whatever we want. And in this case, I can hook up this USB-C cord in there, and it'll charge at 45 watt power delivery to my 30,000 mAh power brick, which accepts 45 watts. All right. And this also has a USB 3.0 quick charge, which is awesome. It's got the regular USB 2.4 amp, which is, like I say, guys, really slow. But a lot of devices use it. A lot of older devices use it. So what I've got here with the solar panel is a bunch of Jackery plug-ins, which then plug into this long DC cord, which then plugs into there. So you can charge any of the type of Jackery devices that are out there. Now, my whole point of this was to avoid a Jackery system because they seemed expensive. This was $120. This was 50 or 60 bucks. And then I've got everything else just lying around the house that I could charge if the power went out or if I'm camping or whatever. The third cord here, I think, is for, I think I could, use it for a solar controller. So I could actually end up using this solar panel system. Could plug that in there. And then this side into a solar panel controller, which then connects to the car battery. The only problem with the solar panel controllers, as far as charging USB devices, is that it charges at one of the slowest possible rates, 2.4 amps, with solar panel controllers. This thing can charge at 45 watts, which is way faster, really. So I could actually use this for both purposes. I could use it to hook up USB devices like I'm doing here with this system. And I could plug this cord in and use it to charge my car's battery at the same time. Now, if you're charging a car batteries don't have any type of internal limiter. So the solar panel will overpower your car battery if the solar panel is large enough, and will actually end up blowing up your battery, figuratively and literally. So you do want a solar panel controller if you ever charge your car battery, unless you're monitoring it in live time, because you don't want to blow up your car battery. Now, cords, here's the difference in all types of cords. Cords matter. A lot of cords out here are USB 2.0, and they only transmit a small amount of data, and they usually charge slower too. With this system here, we don't want, let's say, 45 watts coming out of this USB-C, and then perhaps this USB-C cord cannot transmit 45 watts of power. We don't want to limit ourselves with our cords. And what matters with cords are these different certifications here. We've got the USB 1.1. Go to this website and check it out. USB 1.1. 1.2 is pretty standard out there. That's what we usually end up using out there. I would go out there and purchase a USB 3.0 or a 3.2 or anywhere in between to get the 5 gigabytes of speed, and it should be able to charge faster too. But speed does not indicate charge quickness. There's data quickness, and then there's charge speed. Charge speed is indicated by how thick the cord is. This cord, the blue one, let's remember it's the blue one because this website has the color codes here. Blue, USB 3.0 super speed is what this cord is here. And it is thick as a mofo compared to a normal USB cord. And this white cord is a normal USB cord, which has really slow data speeds and can really only use like a 2.4 output. The blue one here, I would want to hook up. This is a USB 3.0. So I can hook this blue cord, which is a USB 3.0, and really thick for really fast charging speeds. And the thick cord goes around, and I can charge, let's see here, charge my laptop or tablet here. If I can find the button again. There we are. It's charging now. And I have it hooked up to a magnetic. I really like these magnetic things. Just off topic here, because when I hook up this magnetic thing to my Note 10 Plus that I'm using right now, it says on my phone that it's charging at super fast charge 2.0, which is the fastest that this phone can charge at. My bad. Fastest that this phone can charge at. And I've got it hooked up inside the house to a 45 watt charger. So this little thing is actually transmitting 45 watts of power. And it's just magnetic. And it just clips right on. Cool. So that's what those are. And then we've got this thin cord, and it looks like it's white, so it's an old type of USB. And this is just a regular 2.4, I think. No, this might be better than a 2.4. But at any rate, we can use it, let's say, for a fan. Or we can charge this fan. We can charge the phone with one of those thingy-majiggies. This is a USB-C speaker. The hand warmer actually accepts power delivery at 18 watts, which is really cool. It gets about 125, maybe 130 degrees Fahrenheit. It actually is a 10,000 mAh battery charger. And you see there that it has power delivery, a PD, 10,000 mAh, which is neat. You can use it to charge anything. I could charge this, or maybe I could even power the fan out of the Quick Charge 3.0, which is signified by orange. Well, let's see. I thought blue was 3.0. Let's see what orange is. USB 3.0. Cool. And blue was 3.0 super speed. Neat. So these really matter when you decide to buy a cord. You want to get a thick cord. You probably want to get a USB-C cord. You want to get one of the fast chargers, the USB 3.0, because the USB 3.0 port provides up to 900 milliamps, while a normal USB 2.0 provides up to 500 milliamps. And that's not fast enough. That's not what we're looking for. You want to look for a thick cord. Let me come back here. Right here. Does thicker cord matter? A normal wire is about 28 gauge. You want to avoid 28 gauge, and you want to go smaller in number. If you find a 24 gauge, that can transfer currents up to 2 amps or more. So what we want to look for, guys, is a 24 gauge or a 20 gauge or an 18 gauge or a 16 gauge. Those are thicker wires. Like this one here is a lot thicker. It's really going to transfer a lot more charging power. Not necessarily speed, but charging power. We've got the solar panel here. We can charge a phone, any number of devices with our USB micro or USB mini. Or whatever we need to charge here, we can charge off this device here. And it is charging my tablet as we speak. There we are. It's at 98 right now, and it's charging that. It can run other devices simultaneously, and it can also be charged simultaneously as you're using it. I can plug this in and get solar power and be charging this. And I don't only need to use one of these at once. I could use this, and I could plug in some other cord right there to use the, what is that, USB 3.0 or Quick Charge 3.0. And I could also use at the same time this regular USB to charge, I don't know, something smaller. Maybe like one of these flashlights. Might accept a 2.4 amp charge well, because it doesn't have, 45 watt power delivery or anything like. some of the tablets and some of the peripherals, some of the phones out there. My goal here was to create a cheap system that I could use if the power goes out in an emergency situation, survival situation, camping. So this is the system that came in at $60. I figured overnight it would be able to charge everything that I need charged, and then during the day I would probably charge my power bank from the solar panel. So that's just a quick, cheap, easy way to charge your peripherals, whether you're camping or surviving or homeless or whatever you got going on out there. If you got a laptop, you can always charge that too. We're going to go ahead and restart that. Just real quick, I should have done it earlier. These are the specs here of the solar panel. Now I did bust out my voltmeter and I tested this solar panel and it exceeded the minimum certifications here. So I kept it. Some of these solar panels, a different company makes 100-watt solar panels that put out 60-watt power delivery. And that's a really cool solar panel. It might be a little bit more expensive. And then they have a new power delivery, or a new power brick that accepts 60 watts that the new solar panel can put out. That's out there if you search for it. And then the new iMoto, the more expensive one, can accept 60 watts power delivery and put out 60 watts power delivery. Now my computer just resets into Android for it's a Prime OS system. So now I'm able to use my laptop here when I'm, when I'm out camping. And I can use Android systems. I've got Hondata in my car, and I've got an app on here that can pick up the Hondata information on Android only. I can use the Game Pass on Android and stream games to the computer wherever you are if you want to, because this is Android. I can check out my CRV motor data because I've got an Elm OBD2 device plugged in to the OBD2. So it's just really cool to be able to use your laptop as an Android device, because a lot of programs are Android only, like the Hondata application I have. And the application I have for my Elm 32 device to check out what my motor is doing on my CRV. So it's just kind of a cool, checking out Prime OS. Everything's working here. It's just really neat to be able to use Android on your laptop that normally runs Windows. Because, like I say, Android has a lot of applications that I use that are only Android, kind of like Game Pass. And I can stream that right now over the internet. This is how I get to Windows, or else it would just normally boot up into Android. Alright guys, this is a couple of things here, including the survival solar panel kit. Subscribe if you like to make things more efficient, and try and put together some of the cheaper systems that you can use in reality out there.